Harshdeep, how are you? I mean, especially in the lockdown and everything that's going on in this world right now. How are you keeping yourself positive? Is this more creative space for you?
Well, it does get a little difficult because I'm missing the stage, I'm missing the audience, the
Yeah,
traveling. So,
yeah,
yes, it does get on to you after a while. You tend to lose patience because you know how artists are. They're a little
yeah,
crazy. They want that attention, they want that love from the audience. And until and unless you don't hear the applause and
yeah,
people singing back with you from the audience, you miss all those things. So, you feel a little
yeah,
frustrated.
yeah,
But at the same time, we also love peace and we also like time to ourselves. It's
yeah,
a good time to create music
yeah,
and release more and more music
yeah,
and to do a lot of riyaz and to work on yourself. So yes, it's a mix of both. And now I'm trying to live with the COVID around
yeah,
us. We have
yeah,
to adapt ourselves with
yeah.
the current situation. So we have to be positive. Watching good movies, good web series, listening to good music, interacting
So,
with good people. What else can we do?
yeah. So I take it's more of a time that you probably wouldn't have got otherwise. I'm thinking you're embracing this change,
Yes.
right?
Initially, I was embracing it a lot, but now it's getting to a point where I just want to catch a flight and perform somewhere.
Of course, then
That stage is
comfort.
gone now of embracing it.
Yeah, I hope it returns back soon. But please do
Yeah,
come to Australia though when things get back to normal.
sure, sure. Would love to.
We are like huge fans of yours, so we would love to have you here. So, Arshdeep, I know it's an ARR podcast, but there is one song I really have to mention, and you won't believe. Look, I'm into marathons. I do a lot of running here, and one of the songs that plays in my playlist is Kabira. I know it's a non-ARR song, but I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
Um, do you have any memories of recording that? Because I feel it's one of the most magical songs ever.
Well, it's a beautiful composition by Pritam Da.
Yeah,
Um, Pritam Da is actually a very good composer, and
yeah.
somehow uh, he uh, he's able to achieve that balance of creating a good melody
Hmm.
and making it very listener friendly. That anybody who listens to his songs, they can also sing along.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that quality is very rare. That you
yeah,
create a good melody and it's catchy at the same time. So I
yeah.
remember recording it for Pritam Da, and in those days, Arijit used to work with Pritam, so he was the
Oh,
one who
oh,
actually
wow,
recorded my vocals.
wow.
He was on the
Wow.
console.
Okay.
So it was a good experience, and Pritam Da was very happy that you
Yeah,
know he has me and Arijit on board and singing this song. And soon after I recorded, the song actually released, and it
yeah.
was the first song of the movie. And
Wow.
I I couldn't imagine that this would become such a huge song, especially at
Yeah,
weddings,
yeah,
because it has an undertone of a banno
yeah,
re banno, a girl
yeah,
getting
yeah,
married. So it
yeah,
became really, really popular.
yeah, yeah. I absolutely love it. I was playing it even this morning, and then I sent a message to some of my friends saying Harshdeep is joining on the podcast today, and then they were like, "Can you please ask her about Kabira song?" I said, "Hey, it's an ARR podcast." No, but we love that song.
Even Sir would love it.
Yeah, I'm sure he would love it. Of course, yes. So, on that note, do you remember the time when you met Sir for the first time ever? Do you remember any memories that comes to your mind?
Well, maybe not like you, but I'm also a big ARR fan. Uh, in the end of the podcast, I'll show you all the badges of every concert that I did
Really?
with him. I have saved them all. I think
Wow.
I can show it to you. Okay, you'll also see Rahman sir on my wall. He took a selfie with me. I'll show it to you.
Oh yeah, I love it. Oh my God,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe I'll take you on a small tour.
Okay, awesome. Right. That seems more like an ARR room, is it? This is my ARR room here.
Yeah. So the very first time I met him was not professionally.
Okay.
It was more as a fan. I
Yeah.
remember I was very young. I was still in school, and
Wow.
Channel V was hosting the Channel
Yeah.
V Music Awards,
Yeah.
and a lot of artists, even international artists, were there, like
Yeah.
Sting and Aqua, and
Yeah.
Rahman sir was getting an award for Vande Mataram. So
Yeah.
my dad, being a musician himself, and he had a factory of musical instruments. He used to
Wow.
give instruments on hire. So
Yeah.
Wizcraft had contacted my dad that we need a lot of keyboards, a lot of drum sets, and a lot of musical
Yeah.
equipment for
Yeah.
the live show. So I was lucky that we had backstage passes.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wow.
somehow I had the access to go and say hello to so many artists. But I was waiting for A.R.Rahman sir. I
Yeah.
just wanted a glimpse of him. So I'd
Yeah.
taken my small autograph diary, and he was sitting on a table while when the show started, and I just went up to him and said, "Hello, sir. I'm a huge fan, and I'm also learning music." And he said,
Yeah.
"Okay, very good. Keep it up." And he gave me an autograph. So that's my very first interaction with him.
Wow.
That I just went up
Wow.
to him and told him that I'm also learning music. I
Yeah.
didn't say I want to become a singer. I want to work with you. I
Yeah.
just wanted to see him and say hello and tell him that I'm
Yeah.
learning music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just wanted
Yeah.
that validation from him that okay, keep it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my very first meeting. But as a fan,
Yes.
as a professional singer, when I had finally shifted to Mumbai,
Yeah.
I met Rahman sir at Subhash Guy's studio, where he was working for the background score of Kisna,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
that's where I met him, and I went to audition for him. So
Yeah.
that's my first meeting, 1st
Amazing.
of January, and the next day was his birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What was it like to audition for him? Were you nervous?
I was very nervous, but I was very confident at the same time. I had prepared three
Yeah.
songs that I thought I would sing for him, but I was also unsure whether he would give me so much time to sing
Yeah.
three songs.
Yeah.
So he just told me, okay, go to the mic. He was at the console, and I was inside the
Yeah.
studio where I
Yeah.
wore the headphones. And then he
Yeah.
said, okay, sing. And he's very brief. And I said, okay. So I sang a Sufi kalam written by Sultan Bahu.
Yeah.
And it went on till I sang for 3 to 5 minutes. That it's a very
Wow.
long kalam. So I
Yeah.
kept singing,
Yeah.
and he didn't stop me. And he
Mm.
was recording everything on his system.
Mm.
And then he said, anything else? I said, sir, I want to sing a ghazal by Jagjit Singh. He said, okay, sing a ghazal. So I sang a ghazal. And then he said, anything else?
Wow.
I would also like to sing an English song for you. So I sang an English song for him. So I thought it's an opportunity. And
Yeah.
while he keeps saying,
Yeah.
sing something, I
Yeah.
kept singing, and I thought I should
Yeah.
show all my versatility to Rahman sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he really loved it, and he said, very good, come out. And when I went outside, he said, would you like to sing for the background score of Kisna?
Oh, wow.
I said, sir, anything. So there was this chorus part. There were like 3, 4 singers
Yeah.
along with me, and then I
Yeah.
sang the chorus in Kisna's background score. Not many people know this, but yeah, the whole night went recording with him, and then
Wow.
it was 12 o'clock, and then Subhash Ghai came with a cake, and we all celebrated Rahman sir's birthday. It
Amazing.
was a very miraculous moment for
Yeah.
me that I'm auditioning for him. I met him. He recorded me,
And it's
and
his
then he's
birthday.
cutting his cake for his birthday. It couldn't be
Wow.
better.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Have you spoken to him after that later, saying, "Hey, I was there"?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
really.
yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
See, he's a very, very private person.
He's. Yeah.
Because when you meet him, you want to talk about something more relevant and something
Yeah.
more that you can learn from him.
Correct. Correct.
So even I'm very shy. Like whenever he's in front of me, I would be like very quiet and sir, sir. You
Yeah.
can't be your normal self with in front of him. You are a
Yeah.
very good student and quiet and shy.
This actually reminds me because of course prior to the podcast I went to Trichy all the way for his Trichy concert, and yeah, he saw me up from the stage the day before the concert, and it was rehearsals then, and then he asked me to come near the stage, and then he walked down to come and meet me, and then he gave me 15 minutes to talk to him.
Wow.
The first 1 minute nothing came out of my mouth because I was stunned. So I don't know, the aura that he has is something that I could never explain because I stumble when he's there. It's just sort of pure love and respect. That's all, nothing else. He's not, yeah, he's not scary or anything. It's just respect.
Just the respect. But in
Yeah.
the studio, he's a very different person. Like if you meet him outside with a
Hmm.
lot of people or on stage, he'll be in a different frame of mind,
Correct.
but he's
Correct.
alone with you in the studio when you're
Yeah.
recording a song. He's a totally different personality.
Yeah.
He's so chilled out. He'll be cracking jokes, and I'll also be cracking jokes. So both are very comfortable in the studio.
Yeah.
The different person in the night when he's recording.
He is. And totally contrast, especially when he was in the podcast, the entire 55 minutes, he was joking like hell and he was laughing so much. At one point, he almost was going to fall off the chair. So it
He's
was
got
just
a very good sense of humor.
He does, he does. Do you remember any of the jokes that he may have cracked? I know it is very spontaneous.
I remember a lot of them. I was touring with him for the 2010 Journey Home World Tour.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was waiting for my turn backstage, and I was wearing a black anarkali dress with
Yeah,
my black
yeah,
turban.
yeah.
And so he came up to me and said, "Hey, where is your sword? You look like Rani Lakshmi. You're looking like Rani Lakshmi Bai." So I said, "Sir, I'll take it as a compliment, but my sword is my mic. So I'll go on stage and I'll kill it on stage."
Yeah.
And so yeah, these are little jokes we crack. Like sometimes when he couldn't understand the Punjabi in Heer, so I used to translate it to him. So we had some joke around that also.
Yeah.
Like there's a line called "Home menu le jaye Mirza koi."
Correct.
So
Yeah.
menu in Punjabi means mujhe.
Right.
So I just cracked the joke. Sir, what's on the menu? And so later when I go back home, I think, am I crazy or what? Was I cracking such bad, poor jokes with Rahman sir? But he seems to enjoy all these jokes. And
Yeah. Amazing.
and
Amazing.
one more time, I also recorded for 127 hours.
Correct.
But we did that in his London studio.
Yeah.
And so there was nobody else in the studio. So he was alone, and
Yeah.
I was there with my dad. And he just came up to me and said, came up to us and said, would anybody like to have some tea? I'll make some tea. So we were like, no, thank you, no. I said, how dare you say no to my tea? So like he was trying to make everybody comfortable,
Wow.
that it's okay, you can
Wow.
chill, I'll make tea, go eat something. And
Yeah.
so that's his
Amazing.
quality. Yeah.
You mentioned that you were touring with him. What is it like to tour with him?
Well,
I
it
know.
was a dream for me to
Yeah.
tour with Rahman sir. I had seen posters of A.R.Rahman concerts and A.R.Rahman world tour happening,
Yeah.
India tour happening, but
Yeah.
this was one of its kind.
Yeah.
And then one day I got a call um, from his office that we would like to call you and meet you regarding a world tour that AR is doing. And first I thought maybe it's a crank call or something. Maybe somebody's kidding around.
Yeah.
But no, they were pretty serious. And then I went for the meeting and
Yeah.
told me that AR really liked your videos, and
Beautiful.
he had watched me in the reality show I did called Junoon.
Yeah.
So he really liked it. But before that, I'd already sung for him in Rang De Basanti.
Yeah.
But that reality show, my stage persona and everything kind of refreshed it for him
Yeah.
in his mind.
Yeah.
So he wanted me to be a part of the tour.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe myself until and unless I sat in the plane and we actually reached LA
Yeah.
for the rehearsals and for the 2-month-long tour.
Wow. Amazing.
Great
Did
experience.
you get a chance to visit his LA home too?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, I
But
was
we
just
were meeting
curious.
every day at rehearsals.
Yeah. Of course, yes, yeah.
And
Because
then, sorry.
sorry, no. The reason why I asked that was because he used to have a white convertible car then in
Oh,
LA.
wow.
So I was just curious whether he, took you guys for a ride or something like that. That's all.
We were so many people.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
difficult to take everybody there.
Great, amazing. And look, you mentioned about Rang De Basanti. I can't wait to ask you. So, what was it like to record a song like that, which plays even today and which will play forever?
Forever. So true. Well, this happened right after I auditioned for him.
Yeah.
So time went by, birthday celebrated, everything, and then I
Yeah.
went back to him.
Yeah.
And then after, say, a month and a half, maybe,
Mm.
a couple of months after that, I got a call from his office that from Rich Bhushanji. He's also very close to Rahman, so he coordinates a lot of artists for him.
Yeah.
So he called me and said, Harshdeep, तैयार है तू? मैंने अपना promise निभाया है, मैंने तुझे AR से मिलाया है. Now he's calling you for a
Wow.
song, for a prayer that any Sikhi prayer that you do. I said okay, so I immediately said okay, I'm going to meet him, and I started doing my riyaz and brushing up my my vocal skills that I have to meet him today. So then I met him. He was in Mumbai, and I sang the prayer to him that this is something we sing in the morning.
Yeah.
Then he said, okay, tomorrow we are dubbing. So then we recorded at Ranjit Barot's studio in Mumbai.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, that was a very magical recording. I remember each and every moment of that recording. So he called me at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I went with my dad and my sister. I was so excited. I took my sister and my dad with me. And so he kept interacting with my dad that when did she start singing? You know, she was very young when she started. And so was generally talking.
Yeah.
And then he asked me the meaning of the prayer. What time is the prayer supposed to be sung? It's called Mool Mantra from Japji Sahib.
Yeah.
So I told him that it's mostly sung very early in the morning, like 4 a.m. After that, it's a very holy time. So Punjabi mein kehte hain Amrit Vela.
Right. Yeah. True.
Yeah, it's supposed to be sung at that time. It's okay.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he was recording Amir Khan for another track called Lalkar.
Yeah.
So we kept waiting and waiting and waiting. So by the time my turn came, it was 4 a.m. And he said, see Harshdeep, go to the studio. It's time for the prayer.
Wow, he's just amazing. Okay.
So it organically happened that I recorded the prayer at the time it is supposed to be sung.
Wow.
And I was so nervous. And he said, Harshdeep, don't think anything. Just put on your headphones, close your eyes, and just think the whole thing 2-3 times. Even if you make mistakes, keep going on. And I didn't make any mistakes because he had given so much confidence to me before singing.
Yeah. So, what really goes in your mind, especially when you record for Sir?
You have to be very quick.
Yeah, correct.
Because Sir is very spontaneous. A lot of singers like to keep retaking a line to make it better. But what I felt with Sir when I'm recording with him, he is very spontaneous. I think he catches the correct feel rather than correct notes or pitching or whatever. Pitching obviously is very important, but I think he goes more after the correct feel and the tone of the voice.
Yeah.
So you have to be very quick. He'll be like, okay, that was good. Next line. He'll be like, no, sir, I want to sing it again. No, next line. So he loves the spontaneity that comes from a singer. So you have to be very alert of his instructions and what he's trying to get from the singer.
Yeah. We all know that he usually records only in the night. And are you usually a day person or a night person?
I am happy to sing anytime for Rahman. If he calls me like 2 a.m. and I start singing at 7 a.m., I'll be very happy. I'll be fresh around him. Because the music is so healing and it makes you so happy that you forget about your sleep.
Yeah. That's very interesting that you mentioned, because some of them who have come on the podcast said that they're usually a day person. They obviously, it does cause a little bit of a challenge for them to go and sing in the middle of the night. But what they said was the moment they are there in front of Sir, things change.
You forget everything.
So I just want to take a step back, and I was just wondering, during your childhood days, did you know that music was a thing for you?
Yes, I was 5 years old when I started learning music.
Wow.
And I always knew that I want to do something or the other in music only. I could become a music teacher, or I sing for films, or I become a composer, or open a music school. I just wanted to be in music. So I was pretty clear. And then slowly, as I got introduced to Bollywood music and ghazal music, I wanted to become a playback singer. I was also fascinated by movies. So I said I want to sing for movies.
Amazing.
And for Rahman sir, of course.
Of course.
I'm a 90s kid, so that's where all our exposure has been listening to Rahman sir's music.
Yeah, same. And so Of course, we've all grown up listening to Sir's music, and then you started singing for him, which you're absolutely blessed, no doubt about it. When a song that you recorded for Sir comes out, what
Hmm.
goes in your mind? I mean, of course, me as a fan, just to hear a song from Sir's studio itself is a magical thing. It's like Diwali time for me. And you have sung it, your song is just out. How do you feel?
Honestly, when Ekonkar released, I didn't even know it would make it to the CD. I thought
Yeah.
they're using it as a background score, or
Wow.
maybe
Okay.
just putting it at Golden Temple, so they
Yeah.
want the prayer in the background. I didn't know that
Yeah.
it would be there in the CD. So
Wow.
I remember I'd gone to one of the bookstores. It
Yeah.
also had a music section, and there was Rang De Basanti's CD lying there. So I just picked it up. I wanted to buy it, and then
Wow.
I just turned the CD, and the first uh, song
Song.
on the album was Ek
Yeah.
Onkar by Harshdeep
Wow.
Kaur. I was like, oh
Wow.
my god, I wasn't even expecting it to be on the CD,
Yeah.
on the album,
Yeah.
and it's part of the
Right.
CD. And I just bought 4 5 copies so that I'll always cherish this. That yeah, my name is there on the CD. So that was really
Amazing.
something that I remember. And I remember when he released,
Yeah.
because it was recorded on a very simple guitar loop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the voice was recorded, and the music and the symphony and the strings were added
Yeah.
later. So I had really forgotten how the song was like and how would it turn out to be. So I
Yeah.
remember reaching home and then
Yeah.
downloading the song
Yeah.
and then putting in my earphones, and I was literally in tears at how could that song, that simple melody, could change into this? There's strings
Wow.
playing, and there's
Wow.
so much going on behind, and so
Yeah.
many alabs that I
Yeah.
sang, and where he has placed them. So it
Yeah.
was magical. Same happened with Katya Karu.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
recorded in parts, but when I heard it for the first time as one complete song, it was something else.
Wow.
Magic.
Wow. Wow. How long does the recording process really go? Especially the fact that you're very quick, sir, super, super quick.
Super quick.
And so usually it's like under an hour or something, is it? Or a little
Yeah,
more?
less than an hour. It depends on the song also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Katya Karu, Sir just had the basic words of the
Yeah.
Mukra. So we
Yeah.
recorded just the Mukra. He made the song right in front of me. Like he was
Wow.
sitting on the piano and I was sitting behind him, and he was just jamming, and he made the tune and he fit the
Did he have
lyrics
the
on it.
candle on then? Just curious.
The
Was it?
candle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always on when he's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he made the tune and the Mukra was ready.
Yeah.
Later, then Irshad Kamil ji came on board. He wrote the
Yeah.
whole song. And then I was called to Chennai to record
Wow.
the song.
Okay.
And I think Rahman sir was busy doing something, so
Yeah.
Murthy sir was recording me.
Yeah.
And I kept on improvising, kept on, trying to make the
Yeah.
song perfect. So
Yeah.
it was taking me a very long time, maybe more than an hour went by.
Yeah.
And then sir came in and said, oh, you still haven't finished the song? Okay, I'll record you. So then he sat on the recording
Wow.
there and he instructed me, and the song got finished in 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
It's something to do with his presence and how he
Yeah.
brings out the best in you.
Wow. Just purely amazing. So, of course, you're a Sufi singer, and then Sir is also into Sufi. What is it like, especially how should I put it? The connect between you and Sir beyond music, because what happens is magic. That's how I see it.
Well, a
So,
lot of things have happened that has made me believe in the power of God.
yeah,
Firstly, the fact that I'm able to achieve my dreams and sing for Rahman so was a huge dream come true for me.
yeah,
And then I really wanted him to come on my wedding, and the wedding
yeah.
happened in Delhi. So I had
Okay.
gone to Chennai to invite him with my
Wow,
wedding card and
wow.
everything. And he said, I'll try my best to be there. But due to some reason, like Sarah ma'am's health wasn't very good. So he
Yeah,
couldn't make it. So the
yeah.
moment I woke up early in the morning on the day of my wedding, I received a message from him giving me a lot of blessings, and
Wow,
that really brought tears to my eyes. That he couldn't
wow,
come, but
wow.
still he messaged me so that I feel special on my most important day.
Amazing, amazing.
And right, say after 20 days of my wedding,
Hmm.
um, he came to Delhi to launch the music of a film called Nanak Shah Fakir, where he
Yeah,
was the presenter. He mentored the
yeah,
music of that
yeah,
film, and I
yeah,
was also part of that music album.
yeah,
One, I had sung some lines in the promotional song,
yeah, yeah,
and that's where I met him again. And
yeah.
me and my husband, we both went, and he blessed us both. And you won't believe, the launch of the album was at the same Gurudwara where my wedding took place.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
wow.
And I told sir, this is the same Gurudwara I got married in, and today I'm here with you,
I
and
can't believe this.
we've come here to take blessings. He said, see, it was all written, and it's destiny. I just got a little late, but still,
Wow.
I came.
It's
And
like
then,
goosebumps as you're talking about it.
yeah, and then after the Gurudwara, we went to a very popular hotel in Delhi where the launch party was
Yeah,
supposed to happen,
yeah.
and it was the same hotel where my Sangeet had taken place,
Oh
where we
my
were
God.
performing and we were dancing. So I said, sir, this is the same stage I got engaged on. He said, okay, let's do a wedding picture. So
Oh,
in front of the entire media where people were clicking pictures with him with the
yeah.
album in the hand, he said, okay, let's do a wedding photo. Where's your husband? So I was looking
Wow.
for him in the audience. Where's my husband? So he said, call him, call him. So he came on stage and he didn't care about the media, and he made sure that I got my wedding picture with Rahman
Wow.
sir and my
Wow.
husband with sir in the middle.
Oh my
So
God.
he being a legend and such a busy artist, he had this in his mind that I couldn't make it to a wedding, but
Yeah.
I'm here at the same venue. Why not do a wedding photo? And
Wow.
Mankeet and I, my husband and I were just looking at each other that wow, that's such a great man. Like even I would forget things like this. But he
Wow.
made sure that he made it special for the both of us.
Amazing.
It
Do
was
you have
really
that?
special.
Do you have that picture hung on the
Yeah, I
wall?
have that picture.
Okay, I would love to see it later.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
And so, look, this is another thing. 127 hours. I can't resist asking you about that song because it is so magical. It takes me to a different world altogether, especially the one. How did you feel working with Sir, especially in that album? It's not a typical Bollywood song or a typical Hindi thing, right? So,
Yeah. It happened when we were performing in UK for the same
mhm.
tour, the Journey
Yeah,
Home World Tour.
yeah,
And as soon as the show got over, his one of his assistants came to me and said, "Sir wants you in his studio. He wants
yeah,
to record something." I said,
yeah,
"Okay." Right after the concert, I'm not going back to my room. I'm going to his studio. So I
yeah,
was super excited, and I was feeling really proud. Wow, sir's called
yeah,
me
yeah,
to his
yeah,
studio. And I
yeah,
didn't know why he was calling me, like for what project.
yeah,
So I went there, and then he told me that it's Danny Boyle's film. It's called 127 Hours. He told me the
yeah,
gist about the story.
yeah, yeah.
And it was just me and Sir in the studio, and it
Mhm.
was very difficult as a track because it didn't have any lyrics. The track's called
Correct.
R.I.P. So
Yeah.
I think it's after the main
Mm.
the actor he cuts his arm, and
Correct.
it's a
Oof.
very
Yeah.
intense scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he tried a lot of things with me, like humming in a rag,
Yeah.
in rag darbari, and
Yeah.
he said, "Okay, don't hum, sing as if you're whispering in somebody's ears." So he was
Wow.
experimenting with my voice, and even I got to explore so many arenas in my own voice. That okay, I can
Wow.
do this also.
Wow.
So it's something that you won't do otherwise. But if
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
makes you do that and
Yeah.
challenges you to do that,
Yeah.
you feel really happy about it.
Right.
That was a very memorable and very intense experience for me to sing something like that.
And just sort of curiosity, do you listen to your own songs?
Yes, I do listen to my own songs, and
Okay.
sometimes it's difficult also because then you keep finding your mistakes. Okay, this I could have done better. This could have. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do listen to my songs.
Amazing. How does it feel when you listen to a song like the 127 hours, the one that you sang? I'm sure it must have been, it will be magical to take you to a different world like it does to any listener.
Yeah, it brings back all the memories of the
Memories.
recording.
Correct. Correct.
So that's what it does to me, and then you just thank your stars and you feel
Yeah.
grateful to God that you
Yeah.
were able to deliver at that time and just
I'll tell you an interesting thing, especially with this song. Um, I go for a very early morning walk with my dog. I have a pet. His name is Happy. And we guys, I'll share a picture to Mankit later. And we guys go for a very early morning walk. And this song plays. This is usually my early morning song, one of the songs. And this definitely plays. As I'm walking, he's walking in front of me. This song takes me to a different world.
wow.
And then I take a screenshot of the song and then send it to Dilshad and Gullu sometimes. And yeah, this is what the song does to me, and it's just magic. That's it.
So true.
um, One of the other things is me as an A.R. Rahman fan, and like any other fan, since we have all grown up listening to Sir's music, I've always felt that sometimes I listen to a brand new sound, a song that he must have composed 20 years ago. All of
Yeah.
a sudden, I discovered a brand new sound which I've never heard before, even after listening for a million times. Does this happen to you too?
That I haven't heard a song that he has done.
A sound from the song.
A sound. Yeah, that happens because uh, maybe you won't like his songs immediately.
Yeah.
Certain songs, they grow on you.
Yeah.
So when they keep growing on you, then you explore and you discover new sounds in
Yeah.
those songs. And
Yeah.
yeah, if you hear it on different platforms, like if you're listening to the song in the car, you'll have a
Yes.
different vibe to it. If you're listening
True.
to it on the
True.
headphones, you'll have a different effect on it. So yeah, that has happened a lot.
Great. What's your playlist like? It doesn't have to be Sir songs.
It's mostly soothing songs because
Yeah.
I like listening to music to relax my mind.
Right.
Um, yeah, it has most of Rahman sir's songs and has songs by Amit Trivedi.
Yeah.
It's a mix. It depends on my mood actually.
Right.
And
Uh,
Pakistani music also I like.
yeah, of course, of course. Which of the Sir songs actually plays frequently? I'm just
Uh,
curious, that's all.
my most favorite Rahman sir song is Rehna Tu.
Wow.
It is something magical. He used to sing it on the world tour and
Yeah.
I used to, leave everything, leave makeup and getting ready for my song, everything, and just stand backstage and look at the big screen while he was singing Rehna
Wow.
Tu. People used to go mad, and the
Wow.
way he sang Rehna Tu was
Yeah.
amazing. That song has something, the the music in the end. It's so long, but uh,
Mm.
you would say that like a regular music company or anybody would say कि इतना लंबा music क्यों रखा है आपने? But there is a reason behind that.
Yeah.
That music
Yeah.
does something to you.
For
It
sure.
kind of, you slowly slip away into some other world when you listen to that continuum that he has played in that song.
Very true. Look, I was as much as I would love to keep you here forever and just keep listening to your experience and the journey. Unfortunately, I can't. I would have to let you go and get into the creative space and stuff like that. But
Maybe
before,
something for the next podcast. I'll take some more stories for the next one.
but of course, I mean, coming towards the end of the podcast, I was just wondering, Sir does get the link first before I release it. So there are chances that he will actually watch it, and we know he will watch it in fast forward mode, as we all know, if he does watch it. So I was just wondering if there's any message from you to Sir via this I Love ARR podcast.
I love ARR. Sir really knows that how crazy I am about him, and
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to him, and I really feel blessed that I'm able to even stand around him where he's standing.
Wow.
I owe a lot to him.
Yeah.
He is the one who has actually uh, singing for him actually brought me to limelight. Even before singing
Wow.
Ek Onkar, I was singing a lot of film songs. But the
Wow.
day I recorded for A.R.Rahman sir, my life totally changed, and people
Wow.
started looking at me with more respect. And they had this question about, okay, who is this Harshdeep Kaur? She sung for A.R. Rahman. So I think he's the reason why you know
Amazing.
my people know me more, and I
Yeah.
get so much respect. So I owe a lot to him, and I have so much to learn from him.
It was all meant to be, Harshdeep. It was meant to happen. You're being extremely humble, I know that, but so I mean, the best part is we are all blessed as listeners, as fans. The fact that the likes of yourselves working with Sir and giving us some magical gems for us to listen and help us heal in a situation like this, like we are right now. I don't know what I would be doing without music, honestly. So.
That's true.
And yeah, so thank you so much for that.
Thank
And
you.
look, towards the end of it, so I was just wondering, I do have two very tiny requests, and it's
Okay.
totally up to you. Up to you. You can say no. I will not be offended. It's fine. One is I absolutely love Kabira song. Maybe one two lines of that. Sir will be fine with that, I'm sure. Do you want to give me a tour of the wall,
Yes.
amazing wall you've got?
I don't know how to move this.
Yes.
This is the back of
Oh
my door.
wow,
Can
amazing.
you see? Can you see?
Yes, of course.
Oh
Oof.
yeah. Right.
I'm sure you have that
All
many.
badges. This is live in concert.
Yeah.
This was um, this was the world tour I was a part of.
Oh,
You see
wow. Wow.
the Jai Ho
Oh,
A.R.Rahman.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So almost all the concerts that I've done for Sir. This
Wow.
Bud Fest, it's happened in Vadodara.
Oh, yeah.
Yours
Super.
have great.
Like I've hung medals here behind me. You got all the concerts.
Yeah, all of them.
I can even see Monkey's thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even my dad's badge is there because he see there's another one.
Oh, yeah. Super. Oh, wow.
A lot of them. All of them. This was the Rockstar
Super.
concert that
Oh,
happened.
wow.
So
Amazing. Amazing.
yeah, I'll just remove this from the
Sure.
stand. You can see better now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Yes, I can see it. Yes. Very cool. I'm sure there are more to come. Many more to come.
And wait, I'll shift the
Sure.
camera.
Oh,
This
wow.
is when I went to give my wedding card to Sir. He took a
Beautiful.
selfie.
Such a great picture. I love it.
And this is when he came to launch Ekonkar,
Yeah. Wow. So
the
amazing.
complete album.
So amazing.
Yeah,
Love
so
it.
it's full of Sir. Yeah, there's one more picture. See.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Nice. And where's that, the stage one, the wedding one that you took?
That I haven't framed, but I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that will be amazing. Yes. Super. Wow. Thank you so much, Harshdeep. I mean, yeah, it feels very nice to see something like that because I can clearly see how much you adore Sir, and of course, yeah, we all do. Thank you, Harshdeep. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks for showing me those badges and the pictures. I loved it.
Most welcome.
Thank you. See you later. Bye.